Hello, welcome back to the channel and another video on series about Salvage. Flying through this Fiesta ST280 now, 280, don't the 280, ST200. It's coming together really quick, so we're going to continue again with it today. This video and I think one more, and I think we're going to be done. It's coming together nice, it's looking good. Very happy with the progress so far. So today, in this video, we're going to be looking at, we've got this CV boot to put back together, which I'm in the process of now. And then, obviously we can get the shaft in, we can get the suspension arm back in on this driver's side, and I've got a set of pads for it. The air's all over the place. Got a set of pads for it because they're literally down to the metal. And then it's going to be the interior. So all the dashboard, the seats to swap out, get all the interior done. I'm going to sneeze. It's gone. And then we're just going to do the one more video after that of the bumpers being painted, air pillar being fixed, and we'll put it back together and we'll be done. So yeah, it's in a short amount of time we've got a lot done on this car with the engine and everything and getting it back up and running and stuff. So let's spin round. So right, where are we at? Where we are? What I've done is I've got the CV boot on the shaft side. I've got the bearings back in. I've filled the drive shaft cup with the CV grease. So I'm ready to slot that in now and then do the CV boot up. Put the clip on. We can put the shaft back in then. And yeah, we're on to fixing the suspension. That'll be easier to see on this side. If you can see the pad. See the pad, there's very little left on the pad. So, I mean, that's probably going to be an MOT failure, that. Let's get the pads changed. The discs will clean up. There's not much wear on them, there's not much lip. Just a bit corroded, so they will clean up. Just have to run it up and down the lane a few times. The backs aren't as bad, are they? No, they'll clean up them, and the pads are fine on the back. So that's okay. So yeah, happy. Let's get this joint back in, CV joint back in, shaft in, and get the suspension all buttoned up. I'll throw the pads in as well whilst we're at it. We can get it down then, and we can move it and see. Just make sure clutch and the gears work and stuff like that. Right, let's get on with it. Right, there we go. It actually moves under its own steam for the first time in over 3 years. Over 3 years since it was parked up in Salvage. And yeah, everything works great. Goes forwards, goes backwards. I haven't been obviously down the lane, so I don't know about all the gearbox, but it goes into all the gears. Fine. Like we know, we got a park, we got a reversing camera. We go forward. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Very happy. So it's now this interior. I've sent off my airbag ECU this morning, so hopefully that's back by the end of this week. But you know, there is some postal strikes, isn't there, I think, at the minute, so that might hold the interior up a little bit, but it doesn't stop us from swapping out all the dash, all the seats. I'm still umming and ahhing on these belts. There is a pair of belts, they're £100. So this ST200 belt. Still umming and ahhing whether to do it or not, or just to use the normal ones, normal black ones. Not sure. But yeah, great stuff. It's going really, really good. Really, really good. Right, so I'm not going to start this right now, although it is going to be in this video doing the interior, but I need to go off and collect a car shortly, so I don't want to start it and then finish it another day. Best off with jobs like these dashboards, in and out same day. It's much easier. You remember where everything goes, and you're yeah, it's just easier. So I'll probably now come back in the morning in this video, and yeah, we'll get interior strips, we'll get seats out, get it all built back up in the inside, and we won't be far off then with this car. Sounds great. Looking forward to getting it out on the road, see what it's like. We need to get an MOT on it, stuff like that. But yeah, what a great car. 23,000 miles, ST200. I bet it's one of, if not the lowest mileage ST200 that there is left. So yeah, right, I'll be back in the morning. Right, it's now the next day. It's quite cold today. It's yeah, a bit cold. Coldest day of the year so far. So we're going to get on with doing this interior now. I'm thinking I'm going to pull these front seats out first, because it gives me a bit more room then for working on the dashboard, and then we'll swap that dashboard over. I've already got the centre console out because I removed the airbag ECU, so that's in the post. Like I said, hopefully it comes back this week. So yeah, we'll get the dashboard swapped out, steering wheel and airbags all done, and then I'll probably swap over the back seats, and then we'll do the seat belts and we'll throw the seats in last, and we might as well hoover all the carpet under the seats and stuff and get it all clean in there before we put the replacement seats back in. So I'm not going to do any time lapse on this. I'll just jump in and update you at bits and pieces, because I did a lot of time lapse the other day on the engine swaps, and some of you weren't happy with that, so today you don't get any time lapse. I know I'd love to be able to do some of this on real time, but it takes that long. The videos would be so long, it's just not possible to do it, these kind of jobs, unfortunately. So right, yeah, I'm going to get on with it for a bit. I want to do something so I can warm up a bit. It's a bit cold, and I'll update you when I've got a few jobs done. Right, some progress for you. All the dashboard's now out and the seats are out. What I have discovered though, now the seats are out, is when the seats were stolen, they nicely cut the wiring for me, so now I've got no plugs to connect them back up to the seats, which is not ideal. It's both sides, so I need to find now someone breaking one who will snip off the plugs for me, and then I can connect them back up to mine. Won't be a problem in the long run, but it's just a bit of a nuisance, really. Do you know? Really, yeah. But yeah, all dash out. Nice mess of the wiring as usual. Was a bit of a pain this one to get out, I'll be honest. It was really tight, but we got there. So just the reverse order now. Get the replacement in that we got over here. It's already got the knee airbag in. Need to. Oh, that's alright. That'll come out. I've got indigestion for some reason. I haven't even had any dinner yet. Yeah, I mean that's it. Let's just get the other one back in whilst it's still, you know, fresh in the mind. Be glad to get this job over and done with. It's a boring job. Dashboards. Don't look forward to them at all. Anyway, it's got to be done, so let's get on with it. Okay, another update for you. The dashboard's back in. Steering wheel airbags on. Knee airbags in. Passenger airbags connected. Everything's connected behind the dashboard, as far as I'm aware. I've still got the centre console out because obviously we haven't got our airbag ECU back yet. But I've now also got the rear seats out. So whilst the seats are out, we might as well do these seat belts. And yeah, I'm going to put the normal black ones in. And they're not long. They don't take long to change. So I mean, I may change them again afterwards. But whilst it's all apart, I just want to get it done with, and I'll decide whether to change them for the grey and black ones later. Me personally, I'm not really that bothered, but if the buyer is adamant they want the right belts, then I can get them. It's not a problem. I can put them in. So yeah, I'll put a camera on, and I'll get a bit of time lapse doing that passenger side because it should be plenty of room now. Should be able to see it. Get a torch on it as well, maybe. And we'll get these belts swapped out, and then I'm thinking rear bench back in, and I'm going to fit these front seats properly because there's enough cable wire in here that I can get it to the front, in front of the seat, to fix it afterwards, because the seat will slide back to here, so that there's plenty of room there, and the other one's the same. There's plenty of cable on the other one as well, and we can fix them with the seats in place, so I don't have to take them out. But we are going to hoover all this out and clean it out as well. Like I said, might as well whilst it's in bits. Let's check this cable. Yeah, that'll be alright. I'll manage. Right, let's get these seat belts swapped over.
Okay, we are done. Or we've got as far as we can anyway. The silly numpty gave me 2 passenger seat belts instead of a passenger and a driver. So I can't put that belt in, but it doesn't really matter because I've got to go and see him tomorrow anyway to get the driver's splash guard that I'm missing. So it's fine, I can take the belt with me and swap it over. And also, I mean, there's an argument to be made whether this looks better with these grey seats in, because it kind of matches the car. On the ST200s this is black, but I just couldn't find any. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd prefer them to be grey like that. Grey interior kind of matches now. I'll let you decide on that one. What do you think? Better like that, or would it have been better with the black ones? But yeah, I'm happy with it, and I don't think that would ever affect someone wanting to buy it. So now, other than waiting for the airbag ECU to come back, and obviously getting that seatbelt tomorrow, there's nothing I can do on the inside, and them 2 pieces will complete it. I just need a set of floor mats. I might try and find some nice ST200 floor mats, and then it's done. I think I've got a parcel shelf. I have, and then all we've got left is the bumpers and that outside air temp sensor. But now that I'm going to have to find someone with a shell to get the looms for the seats, and I'll cut that outside air temp sensor off the loom as well when I find one, or I'll ask someone on eBay to do it and just send them to me, and then we can patch in the seats so the heated seats work, because obviously it's got airbags as well, so they'll have to be connected, otherwise the light won't go out. I'm sure these have airbags in the seats. Surely they will. Yeah, airbag stick to there. Yeah. Yeah, and also the back's in. The back's in as well. So yeah, that's good, isn't it? In the space of 3 or 4 days, we've turned this car around, haven't we? Right. So we'll end this now. What I'll probably do is rip the back bumper off. I'll get the back bumper and the front bumper and this painted on the other side obviously, and then we'll come back for one last video to fit up the bumpers. We'll give it a wash, get it MOT'd, and just finish it off so we can have a last final look at it. Right, so yeah, thanks as always for watching. I hope you're enjoying this ST200 build. I'm enjoying doing it. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.